first started grad school, my oh my, I was working full time. I was full time grad student, so I was taking 9 hours, and it was in person then, so that was me having to go to work most days, and on some of those days as well, like probably just have time to change clothes, walk Rosen, who's with me right now, walk Rosen, and then head to class. And then on top of that, our first semester we're required to get counseling ourselves, at least 10 sessions, I believe it was, throughout the semester. So we're trying to fit all that in to the first semester. And like, it's kind of new. Like, it's different from undergrad for sure. So it's a lot of trying to navigate, figure things out, trying to plan when to do things, stuff like that, setting up advising appointments, making sure you're on track, figuring out your degree plan, figuring out your theory, all that stuff. And at this time, I was working at a restaurant. I was working at Cheddar's. I was a cook, and I was also a janitor at this time too. So that, you gotta be there at 6 a.m. to go to the store, clean up, all that other stuff. But yeah, I would just, after a while, after a few weeks of just going through all this stuff, I was realizing that I would just randomly, just what I did while ago, just randomly just do this, just out of nowhere. And I didn't realize it until, it just kept happening so frequently. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And yeah, I don't know how exactly I figured out that was my way, my body's way of trying to relieve myself of all the fucking stress that I was going through. Because I didn't realize I was stressed out. I don't know what it, I just go through the motions sometimes and don't even realize how stressed I am until, I can feel it in my body. Which I'm aware of now, but at the time, I didn't realize, oh, I feel, not pain, excruciating pain, but just I guess a light pain, in my chest, and in my back, and, in order for it to, slightly go away. Where am I? Is this my exit up here? I think I should be getting over. I should not be paying attention, y'all. Okay, this isn't my exit. Yes, it is. Oh, shit. Okay, y'all gonna have to let me over. So, yeah, I was doing all that, and I didn't realize it until I was explaining it to my professor. This was in my basic skills class, and in that class we have to practice our basic counseling skills, but also we have to be a client as well to our classmate who was our counselor for that class, and then talk about we could make up problems, but it was more beneficial if we were to talk about shit that was really going on with us. So I was talking about work, how it was stressful and all that, and I just realized I was doing that sigh like a lot, constantly, and I thought this shit was weird. But it wasn't until my professor, like, I think he was supervising that session. Go ahead, bitch. It wasn't until he was supervising that session he was like, well, that's not weird. That's literally your body trying to relieve that stress for you, because you're under a lot of pressure at work because you're a cook. You're doing all these things at these different stations. It's busy. You're not getting the help that you need, but you're over there helping everyone else, you know, stuff like that. And then on top of that, I guess like relationship issues and shit like that, and worrying about school, all that just piling up. And so it just kind of made me realize how important it is to make sure that you're breathing, like how important like breathing really is. Like, it's just honestly crazy when you really think about it. I mean, I guess scientifically it makes sense because you need oxygen, and if you're under a lot of stress, you're not taking those deep breaths. It's more like shallow breaths, so you're not getting as much oxygen, so it's easier to, you know, feel like that, whatever. I don't know the exact science to it, but you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's so important to breathe. Like breathing, really? You don't think about breathing like that. See there. Okay. I hope he wasn't trying to get over it, because he's not now. But yeah, that's one of the things that I've always just I've come to accept it more. And nowadays, like, whenever I'm work, if I'm, I don't know, I just kind of exaggerate it sometimes, like, no, not sometimes, all the time. Like, if I'm really stressed, I'm just, oh. And I do that a lot, and people just look at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But yeah, I always, like, whenever I'm at work, or even if I'm at home just stressed out, I just like exaggerate a little bit. I don't know, I'm weird, y'all. But yeah, breathing is so important. So like grounding techniques, deep breathing, meditation, I mean they're all connected. In the sense of, you know, deep breathing, because it grounds you, it really does. So that's just one of the things that I feel is important to practice, that I've learned for myself. I don't know if it's helpful for everybody else, but it's definitely been helpful for me, because when I'm stressed out, like, I feel the stress in my body. I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but it's like that for me at least, and I can feel it. I can feel where there's like, I guess, stagnant energy just lingering in my body, and I need to get that shit out. So breathing, and even like also exercising, which of course if you're exercising you gotta be breathing too, or else you will pass the fuck out while you're trying to exercise. So getting all those breaths in, like, I feel like all that's interconnected in a sense. I don't even know if that's a word, to be honest. Interconnected. Yeah, that's one of the things that I feel is very important when you're stressed out. And I will start a new video because this one's long as hell. Thank you.